The Opel Kadett A, Opel's shot at a real compact car after World War II. The Opel Kadett A is a compact car produced by the German automaker Opel between 1962 and 1965. It marked the return of the Kadett name, which Opel had used before World War II. The Kadett A was designed to be affordable, reliable and practical, making it very popular in Europe. The Kadett name had already existed for Opel, as it was a model produced between 1936 up to the Second World War in 1940. In this generation it had multiple body styles and was powered by a 1.1 liter engine. It even was Germany's top selling car at this point in 1938 and 1939. And after World War II it was also produced by Moskvich between 1947 and 1954 and was called the Moskvich 400 or 420. 22 years later, in 1962 Opel reintroduced the Kadett name for a compact car, but this time being recognized via more modern series, such as an alphabetic lettering calling it the Kadett A. The Kadett A featured simple, functional designs, as it had a two-box shape with clean lines and minimal chrome detailing. The front end had a small horizontally slatted grille flanked by round headlights, giving it a friendly and unassuming appearance, and the rear featured simple taillights and a flat trunk lid. The car had several body styles, as the base was a two-door sedan called the limousine. In March 1963, the three-door station wagon called the Caravan was introduced, and a few months prior, in September 1962, the two-door coupe also was introduced. And all of these body styles had the same length of 3 meters and 94 centimeters and a wheelbase of 2 meters and 38 centimeters. Price-wise, the Kadett was aimed to be cheap, to compete with Volkswagen and its Beetle. At its introduction in August 1962, the base Kadett had a price just over 5,000 Deutschmarks, rated at 5,075 Deutschmarks, with the L model costing 5,525 Deutschmarks. The normal Caravan cost a bit less than the Kadett L, rated at 5,445 Deutschmarks, and this is also a very rare model with the coupe. The coupe was actually the most expensive model, rated at 5,775 Deutschmarks. And as said before, the expensive Kadett L had a higher price and also had a somewhat different front end, as the grille was bigger than the normal Kadett, somewhat integrating the headlights more into the grille. In my opinion, this front end somewhat was completely taken over in the design of the Kadett B, which was eventually introduced in 1965, and was a subtle foreshadowing Opel did with the Kadett A for the Kadett B. The unique selling points of the Kadett mostly were its lightweight construction, as the Kadett A's body was made from thin, high-strength steel contributing to its low weight of only 700 kilograms, and its maintenance accessibility, as the engine compartment was designed for easy servicing, a key selling point for families and small businesses and such. Inside, the Kadett A emphasized simplicity and functionality. The dashboard was straightforward with a basic instrument panel that included a speedometer, fuel gauge and a temperature gauge. The materials were durable but not luxurious, reflecting the car's economy focus. The seating also was practical, as the car offered decent comfort for short trips with enough room for 4 adults. And the unique interior features included a ventilation system which provided fresh air into the car and ample storage, because despite its size, the Kadett had a surprisingly spacious trunk, especially in the Kadett Caravan version. The Kadett A was powered by small, reliable engines designed for fuel economy as well, and these engines weren't big but very reliable and economical, as the average fuel consumption was around 7 liters per 100 kilometers, which was very good at the time. Because of the weight of the car only being around 700 kilograms, the small 1 liter engines that powered the Kadetts could be seen as underpowering in other cars, but not in these cars. The engine options were actually quite limited, but they were actually very good for the car, as you had a 1 liter with normal petrol, this produced 40 horsepower, 74 Nm, a top speed of 120 km/h and a 0 to 100 time actually being not that bad at around 22 seconds. But you also had a 1000S, a 1 liter S version called the Sport, and this only used super petrol, also being higher in power, rated at 48 horsepower and 82 Nm, having a higher top speed of 130 km/h and having a very good 0 to 100 time of only 19 seconds. Both of these engines were paired with a 4-speed manual transmission with rear-wheel drive, and as said before, these Kadetts were all about the weight. Its lightweight construction of around 700 kg contributed to its nimble handling and efficiency. Production of the Kadett A began on October 10, 1962, and it was produced over 650,000 times during 1962 and 1965, of which 53,468 coupés and 126,616 caravans, with the rest being limousines. A significant achievement that established as a major player in the small car segment. The Kadett A's affordability, reliability and simple maintenance made it a favorite among buyers. It was a significant car in Opel's history, setting the stage for future Kadett models and solidifying Opel's reputation in the compact car market. As said before, the Kadett A faced serious competition from one key rival in particular, the Volkswagen Beetle, as this was the best-selling car of the time and was known for its reliability and simple design. The Volkswagen Beetle actually was already in production for a time at this point, and people tend to like this vehicle a lot at that point. There also was a special version, basically for US only, as from February 1964 to autumn of 1965, Kadett A was also exported to the USA, where it was sold through around 500 Buick dealers. The range included the 2-door sedan or limousine and the Caravan powered by a 1 liter with 46 horsepower, and the coupe known as the Sports Coupe with a 1 liter with 54 horsepower, making it more powerful than the European Kadett A's. The Kadett A succeeded the Opel Kadett, which was produced between 1936 and 1940, and it was actually the original Kadett produced before the war. It eventually was also discontinued because of the Second World War, and by 1965, after a production run of 650,000 units and for 3 years between 1962 and 1965, it was succeeded by the Opel Kadett B, which was launched the same year. It was a bit larger, more modern, and introduced new engine and body styles. Thanks for watching this video. If you would like to see more, don't forget to like, subscribe for more, and also maybe consider dropping a super thanks via YouTube, as it would help me out a lot. And also, don't forget to watch this playlist as well, with many interesting videos covering various parts of the automotive industry. And I will see you in the next video.